Hey everyone, Bruce here, MotoMoments. This time we're doing Stay Upright Roadsmart 2 at Hoppers Crossing, Victoria. This is the second course of the Roadsmart series, Roadsmart 1, 2 and 3. It's an all-day course from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, so be prepared for a lot of fun and a bit of learning. In this course they show you posture, cornering, slow speed maneuver, emergency braking, hazard avoidance. Here, just participating in some warm-up laps. This siding here looks like a siding is actually to the pits, which we use on a regular basis throughout the course. They actually expect you to use it quite a bit during the day. If they see that you're just riding all day and you're not taking any breaks, it's a concern for fatigue management. As we all know, riding out there all day does take a bit out of you, and you tend to make some stops and have breaks. So I encourage that during the course too, during the day. The instructors go through everything with you. We go through demos as well. I explain everything from point A to point B, C and so forth. And here we're doing some braking. And then they'll get you to do it. So you have emergency braking and casual braking, normal braking. This is the track master out of the three. So you have a road instructor. Well, they're all road instructors. And then you have an adventure bike instructor and a track guy. So all three come out with you during the course, and it's great. You get all different perspectives, really, different views and opinions. So it's good. Usually we're going the other way, so the elevation actually drops into this wide corner. So I guess going both ways on the track, you get exposed to more different types of corners and that you would be exposed to when you're out on the road. Just waiting to do our emergency braking. So it's a quick burst, and once his hands go up, you apply the brakes as hard as you can. At which point you will receive feedback. I think here is telling me to make sure I have 4 fingers on the brake lever, not 2. You're saying the could really apply the brakes a bit more, give it a bit of a thump as you would in an emergency situation. So they're giving you all these tools during the day to use. It's just to line up into the next exercise, which is a casual stop or a normal stop. They're always telling you to keep the bike straight, balanced, your chin level to the ground, not looking down, looking up to the horizon. Really get control of that vehicle during an emergency. or stopping. He's also telling me to get the 4 fingers on the brake lever, not to get more control, more controlled squeeze on the brake. So they're not really, it's not hassling you, you must remember, it's just reminding you. And they tell you during the course, but that's what they're doing. And we're riding back here to base camp. They provide morning tea, lunch and arvo tea. You get to meet the other riders too, have a bit of a chat and go over some things that you just learned. There are different bikes, different riders, they've all got different aspects they can share with you. Now this is hazard avoidance, traffic avoidance, hazard avoidance. Just reeve through the tennis balls and then it's our turn. Just mounting up, getting ready to go. And Roadsmart 1 we were going left, Roadsmart 2 right. Roadsmart 1 you can only use half of the road, half the track, as those white lines represent lanes. You have to stay in your lane. Roadsmart 2 you can use the whole width of the track and really overemphasize your movements and cornering, which is good for learning too. So double points there. Now each of these activities are layered activities. So what that means is one activity goes into the next and it builds up to what you'll eventually come across is cornering. Okay, so avoidance, your braking, and also you get to do some rev matching. This is all work that is done before you get into the corner. So it's called a setup for a corner. All the work that has to be done before you actually get into the corner. And some trail braking, which they'll show you later on. What they're doing here is braking. Now see, notice the red bike is just flying right past us because his wheels locked up and he went way past the white bike. So those of you with ABS, well done. And here they're showing us to click down while you're braking. You can easily take off in first. If you're not in the right gear, which is the red bike, it takes you a while. So if there is a hazard coming behind you, you're going to be in a spot of trouble if you're not clicking through those gears down while you're braking to take off quickly and get out of trouble. Now this is where they're doing the cornering, and I kid you not, the camera ran out of battery. I had to recharge it. So I will show you in another video what they talk about, which is the setup for a corner, rev matching, and trail braking, which is braking with the rear brake through the corner to get even more control of the vehicle. Sorry guys, I'll get a follow-up vid on that. So this is the lead and follow exercise where the instructor will lead the group and then the first rider off the rank, which is directly behind him, will then take over and lead. And the instructor will watch and critique your riding. He'll follow you. I'll just show you here. There's the rider taken over, and there's the instructor in the red. He will now follow that rider around the track and give that rider feedback once the lap is complete. And each rider in the group will get a chance to do this with the instructor. It's really great. I enjoyed that. The other two groups will just sit and wait their turn. So group returns, next group sets off, so it's our turn now. So there's the instructor leading, and the next guy will then take over and lead. at one point of the track, and then around we go again. The rest of us will follow. Now look what happens here. There they are, within range, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm sort of keeping up with them, sort of. I've got a bit of a gap, but yeah, sort of. You don't want to be too close, of course. Now you're going to go through these two corners, and then watch what happens once the rider takes the lead from the instructor. I found this hilarious. See that? Starting to turn into little dots. What the? Okay, they're definitely throttling on here in the straight. And I thought to myself, am I gonna... Oh yeah, okay, I can see them a bit better on the corner. I can catch them. Maybe. And they went up on this elevation, and see you later. I did not catch them for the rest of the lap. I just got greeted with this. The instructor sitting there flagging the rest of the group. The lap's done. Get into the siding so the next group can go. Oh wow, that just showed me, hey, everyone sets their own pace, and that's what they say during the course. It's paramount that you do it at your own pace. The course is there for you to learn and maximize capability as much as you can, and improve really. So you do it at your own pace, because there's different bikes with different gear ratios, and different riders with different confidence and skill level. So no one's there to look down at you or talk rubbish. It's nothing like that at all. The atmosphere is all about support, encouragement, and just really getting those tools into your tool belt and use them at your disposal whenever you need, when you're out there in the open road or in the world, anywhere in the world. It's with you, at your disposal, and that's pretty good to know, I think. Good to have. So here he is. It's my turn, and he's leading me. Now I'm concentrating really hard on the lines that he's taking and his brake lights. I want to see at what points he's actually braking. Is he trail braking? Is he just braking during the setup of the corner? Right, so now I take the lead. Here I go. Now we're going to see, did I really follow those lines that he chose? I just want you to notice my left mirror and how close it is to the inner edge. I'm going to point out why shortly. It is a great day though. You have a lot of fun. You're learning a lot, so it is a bit on the brain and the body. You're taking in all this information. It's going in. And you're processing. And while you're riding, as we all know, we're watching a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things at the same time. So it can take a bit, But it is in a controlled environment, and it's supervised, and you get feedback. This is what you're paying for. This is what you need. These are the key things that you want out of the course, and it's good. Now I recommend this course to Roadsmart too. I recommend it to all riders actually to partake in it. You really want to get that technique down. The speed will come later, but you just really want to hone in on those techniques and little pockets of advice, little things that they tell you to help your riding. Most of the time we're out there alone. This is your chance to actually get a bit of advice from instructors. So make the most of it, I say. Right, so here I'm getting my feedback, and it was mostly positive. He did mention, though, however, that I may be cutting in the corners a bit too soon, that I should be holding out wide a bit longer to keep that vision in the corner, not to cut in too soon. So that's why I mentioned watch the mirror. Now this is consolidation. What consolidation is everything that they've shown you in the morning, during the morning session, you now get to do it like a free ride. And what we have here is that we're looking at the 3 groups, and this is the first group, the cruiser group. Right? These riders just want to cruise. So you split yourself up to which group you want to go into. And these guys, they just want to cruise. They're more about just learning the technique. Not speed, just all technique. That's all they want to do. So they just cruise around the track and get the technique down pat. The other 2 groups, you then have the open road guys who want to open her up a bit. There they go, the cruising group. And then you have the Fast and the Furious group who speed. So this is now the open road group. The country road riders, the ones where they're out in the country road and they just put a bit of speed on, bit of throttle. So you're taking all the points that they showed you: cornering, setting up at corners, rev matching, and vision and lines. I think that bloke almost went off the road just then. Anyway, that is a 650 Ninja in front of me. And there is an adventure bike in front of him. So we're the 3 lead bikes. The rest of the group are behind us. Well, they're the lead bikes, I'm behind them. So all those things that, like I was saying before, all those things that you've been shown, you do it now. See, now we're about to lap someone. You do all those things now. You choose your lines, you do your rev matching, you hold out wide and then finish tight. All these things come out now. We start to get a bit confident here, and we're really catching up to the lead bike, the adventure bike. Once it's true, during the day the instructors tell you, oh yeah, you improve as the day goes on. I was thinking, yeah, okay, it can't be that quick, but it's true. You actually, you get that much time to practice that you really improve, and they're always with you and they're always telling you, so you're really improving. So here we are, we're really getting into it, and the adventure bike actually pulled over just here for us to pass. Because I think he did mention that he thought that we should go ahead, going too quick. And so it's me and the Ninja having a go. Again, it's not so much it's the technique that you want. That's what it is. If if you haven't got the technique right, or you haven't got tools with you and you're doing things at speed, you really can get yourself into trouble, as we all know. You try and avoid that, and practice, and definitely get on courses such as this, with instructors in controlled environments, no traffic, and safe as it can get, I guess. So here we've come up to the tail of the group, and he's decided to pull off into the pits. As I said earlier, own pace, different skill level, different confidence. No one's there to ridicule you. You just real encouragement environment. We are all on two wheels here, getting through the course together. So I decided to let the group go past, bundled up, and have a bit of a breather as well, actually. I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna head off. Really gotta say that during this whole day course, you really take your breaks when you can. If you feel like you need a break, then take a break. If you start to get to that point where you don't know, you can't tell which side your clutch or your foot brake is, then I think that's a point to take a break. So, and they mention that too. The instructors say, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed, actually take a break. It's your safety that's paramount. As previously mentioned in the previous video, this track is 100k limit. And I'm pretty sure there's some riders that went way over 100k, so you're there in a controlled environment. You be safe as you can, but definitely get those tools in your belt. Here I am, I've caught up to I don't know who they are. Oh, yep, the 650 again. Now this day was really windy. Well, sort of windy. And keeping the bikes upright on the move was taking it out of us as well. Actually, keeping the bike upright, standing still, was taking it out of us. What happens here is the instructor comes in, the track guy, he waves at me to follow him right there. Okay, I thought to myself, okay, he's going to show me something, or I need my lawyer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm guessing he's going to show me something that I need to improve on, which is, that's great. Tell me. I'd rather you tell me than not tell me. So he's showing me here the line that I should take. He said to me, hold out wide. for a little bit longer, as he's doing it, and then cut in. Cut in and set yourself up for the next corner, which was great. That's why I'm doing the course. It's what I want. I need that feedback. I need the advice. He then waits for me and actually tells me. And I appreciate it. I do eventually want to get to the track one day, so yeah. Taking the advice very seriously. The last group has gone out, as you can see there. They're out on the track. They're flying. Or have I? The rest of us decide to have a breather and talk about what just happened, and yeah, it's great fun. You meet other riders, and it's really good. Have a chat to everyone, and everyone, even doesn't matter what group you're in. Yeah, the boys go and girls. I tried to get footage of all the bikes. It's a bit hard when they're going like that. I'll get better at getting footage like this, so just bear with me. Alright, so we are now at the last laps of the day, all together as a group. It's nice. I don't know, it's like a motorcycle cool down or something. You ever heard of that in sports? You know, have a cool down? I think that's what we're doing. And it's great. It's been a great experience. I've loved it, and I recommend it to any rider. The Roadsmart too. You really have a lot of fun. So there we are. Do hit subscribe and like button. Thank you very much for watching. Ride safe.